Alright, how are we doing everyone? We are out at Limerick Place build. This is the SIPS build that we've been doing. We had you out last Thursday with Gillian and we did our blower door test on this project. Pretty much from day one, we've been doing the best we can to set this house up for success in terms of air tightness. Obviously, if you go back through some of the previous episodes, you'll see some of the stuff we did, but literally from slab up, so putting down our foam sealer with the acoustic sealant underneath all of our bottom plates. That was literally stage one of us getting this house airtight. As you saw on Thursday, we got an ACH 50 of 0.48, which means that when this whole building is pressurised to 50 ACH, 0.48 of the volume of air is escaping through leaks and holes, which is extremely impressive. We've had you out at Lewin Way. Lewin Way, before we done any work to that, was 14, so quite a change. We did actually find out that we left a 20mm conduit taped and open, so who knows what we would have been if we remembered to close that one off. But yeah, some of the stuff that we've had to do to get the building to that airtight level is we've had to tape all of our joints in all of our SIPS panels, stop air leaking between those. We've then obviously, as you can see, taped the SIPS panels to the concrete floor. Arco double glazed windows, they are pretty good with air tightness from start one. Very surprised with the back double sliding door. They are notoriously leaky in terms of allowing air through them, but that was obviously to get that kind of result on Thursday. Yeah, it's obviously a pretty airtight door. In terms of our window sills, or where our windows are in our openings, we've siliconed these, the actual frame itself, to our rough opening. That's obviously preventing air coming through the joint of where the window meets the rough opening of our building. A big advantage of having such a low air leaky house is wherever moisture does leak or air leak through a house, it brings moisture with it, and then that can condense on a surface and then create mold within your building. Part of also stopping or preventing mold growth within this house is our HRV unit. That plays an important role, as that, through the exhausts of the unit, is pulling out any warm, humid, moist air which the occupants are going to be producing living in the house, be it through cooking, breathing, showering, just being in the building, you create moisture. What else did we end up doing? This was quite tricky actually, this build, in terms of having our internal air layer continuous, because we have a habitable room over the top of our garage. The garage doesn't count as inside the house, that is effectively outside, so we've had to continue our internal air layer, or our internal air barrier, which is this wall here, and then also this section of wall right in front of you, which is going to get a door. But this layer's had to continue up this wall and then underneath, or over the top of the garage, which you can see through here. You can see the underneath of what is our air barrier for that upstairs room. Similar details again above our laundry and our ensuite area, which is just in here. You can see our blue Extasana, we've used that as our air barrier for inside here. That has had to continue from this wall, which is the internal layer of our external wall, up underneath there, and then that actually then comes through and joins back into this wall up here. A lot of head scratching and planning and pre-thoughts had to go into a few details just to make that air barrier continuous throughout the whole external envelope of this house. Great commitment from everyone. We are still extremely happy with that result. And yeah, all the hard work has paid off. All right, since we've been out here last as well, we've had the guys, Jason Age out at Designer Wall Render. They've started putting on NRG cladding to the up the story of the house. If you've been following along for a while, you will have seen us use this product in the past. It's EPS cladding again, and it will get acrylic textured and then rendered. We've also made ourselves a little box out hood, a little feature that the architects wanted us to do in front of this front window. They're out this afternoon and they'll start putting on their render coats and hopefully get some colour on starting next week. Other than that, we've started gyprocking the upstairs as well inside. Sparky and plumbers just have a bit to finish off and then we can get kicking into downstairs. Yeah, other than that, she's trucking along all right, this job.